organization needs to have a business plan. Unfortunately, the global health pandemic has impacted business plans everywhere. Whether your organization has seen an increase or decrease in demand, strategic workforce planning has a pivotal role in enabling organizations to respond and recover with a new set of operating assumptions and targets. Financial planning and analysis has always been a business-critical function, but it's typically not a timely or efficient process. And those cumbersome data processes focus on analyzing what happened versus spending time working with the business to model what's likely to happen next. But there is a better way to actively manage your workforce and financial plan. Today's Empower with Information session will demonstrate how Workday Adaptive Planning gives your FP&A team the agility they need to be strategic by providing the flexibility to model scenarios, then collaborate with business leaders to analyze their options, to ultimately adjust and monitor the plan on an ongoing basis. Let's get into the actual Workday Adaptive Planning product. This is the approved annual budget of our professional services company. Financial planners and business leaders can access the same real-time reports to monitor fiscal year budget to actual variances. This is a summary tab where the KPIs along the top here are configurable, and the supporting raw data is down below. This data is refreshed daily from the Workday Financial and HCM system. Moving into the Revenue tab, there are more data visualizations specific to my sales pipeline, what types of projects are being sold, which resource types are drawing the most revenue, and how much discounting off of standard rates are we signing up for. Finally, let's take a look at the Headcount tab. This is a simple way to see how the annual budgeted personnel is trending against the forecasted sales demand. Since that was our approved annual budget, let's navigate to the most current Q2 of 20 revised forecast. Last quarter, we made some changes to our annual plan by reducing our revenue forecast, and we also furloughed several employees. It has all the exact same discovery boards using the data from the revised Q2 forecast projections. You can also see how this forecast compares to the original approved annual budget. Let's wind up a planning model to forecast options and impacts to the most current plan. It's a few simple clicks to start a model and save. I can make as many of these planning models as I like, and even have other collaborators in the system review the models before agreeing which one to publish as our new forecast plan. Now I'm in this working budget Q3 of 20 model we just created. Since the business is starting to see sales activity pick up, I'm first going to change the plan assumptions related to the revenue ramp. I will assume a very conservative 1 to 2% top-line growth for the next few months. Then for the last quarter of the year, I'll assume 6% growth. Then looking into the next fiscal year, I'll assume a more optimistic 15% growth. Now that these inputs have been saved to the working budget Q3 of 20 model, we can immediately see how the revenue and profit KPIs are changed based on the new inputs. We can also quickly compare this working budget to the Q2 of 20 revised forecast. We can see our new revenue ramp assumptions slightly increased both annual revenue and profit. It'll be good for the business leaders to see that those revenue growth assumptions only moved the needle slightly. Still in the working budget model, let's also take a look at the impact of bringing a few of our furloughed workers back. Here, we can model the impact of terminating workers, removing new hires from the plan, placing more workers on furlough, or as in this example, bringing a couple workers back from furlough. And again, let's take a look at our working budget dashboard, now with 2 more workers back on payroll. You can see from our dashboard KPIs that profit's now negative, so that's an important assumption combination to further model. The table below the KPIs compares this working budget against the approved annual budget. This table is end-user configurable to compare against different data sets. So whether it's another working model or the most current Q2 forecast. These planning data models are immediately available for other business leaders with system access to review, and we can continue to tweak assumptions here until the team agrees on the best plan for the second half of the year. Hopefully, this quick demonstration showed you how Workday Adaptive Planning delivers agile modeling that facilitates efficient decision-making and ultimately more confident business planning. Invisors has several Workday Adaptive Planning deployment packages to fundamentally transform how your organization plans. Just click the Learn More button on the Invisors webpage where you launched this video to discuss your specific needs and explore how Invisors can help empower you with information.